The BD-5 Micro was a small plane designed by Jim Beatty in the early 1970s with the intention of providing an affordable yet high-performance aircraft to the general aviation market. The plane was to be sold as a kit and was designed to resemble a small fighter plane, making it stand out from many of the other more conventional designs of light planes. The design consisted of a small fuselage with a rear-mounted engine and propeller. The plane indeed lived up to the name Micro, with a length of 13 feet, a wingspan of 21 feet, and a height of 4 feet. Performance was listed with a maximum speed of 232 miles per hour, a cruising speed of 229 miles per hour, and a range of 935 miles. Development began in 1970, with the prototype completed the following year. The plane made its first flight in September of 1971, powered by a snowmobile engine. The flight revealed serious stability problems, requiring the redesign of the vertical tail and switching from a fiberglass to an all-metal fuselage. The plane was designed to use two sets of wings that could be switched out with each other, a long set and a short set for different flight performance. The long wings were optimized for long-range cruising, while the shorter wings were optimized for aerobatics. The plane was small enough, with the wings removed, to be transported in a small trailer and stored in a garage. The company was accepting $200 deposits to reserve a kit at this time, with deliveries of kits planned to be shipped the following year. The full price of a kit was listed as $2,965, or the equivalent of $23,256 in 2025. The second prototype was constructed based on the redesign, making its first flight in July of 1972. Unfortunately, it was written off after a forced landing in September of that year. A third prototype was completed. However, this plane was plagued by vibration problems during ground tests and did not make its first flight until March of 1973. In addition to these problems, the company continued to have problems finding a suitable engine. Despite these issues, incomplete kits began shipping in September of 1973 without an engine. However, the company began losing money and was heading towards bankruptcy. Ultimately, 5,100 kits were shipped to customers by the time the company was officially declared bankrupt in 1975. Jim Beatty was accused of fraud by the Federal Trade Commission and agreed not to accept money for aircraft projects for the following 10 years. Many customers were never able to complete their kits, although some did manage to complete them after finding suitable engines. Construction time was underestimated. Initial estimates were 600 to 800 hours, when in reality, customers took as long as 3,500 hours. Construction was more complicated than expected, requiring specialized tooling, despite the company claims that the plane could be built by anyone in a garage. The planes quickly developed a reputation of being unsafe to fly. Out of the first 25 planes finished, 14 crashed, with 9 of those crashes being fatal. Many of the crashes were caused by engine failure during takeoff, resulting from the wide variety of engines installed and cooling problems. In the ensuing years, however, the problems were gradually solved and improvements were made to the design. Ultimately, 150 to 200 people completed their planes with a wide variety of engines. There was also a jet-powered version of the BD-5, the BD-5J. This version of the plane had a 300 mile per hour top speed versus 200 miles an hour for the original propeller-driven BD-5. This turned out to be the more successful version of the plane, with 25 flown and around 12 currently flying. Many were flown at air shows, and one appeared in the opening scenes of the 1983 James Bond movie Octopussy. It holds the Guinness record for the world's smallest jet. There were also plans for a tandem two-seat version of the BD-5. However, this never proceeded beyond the initial design stage. Currently, it is estimated that there are 150 airworthy BD-5s. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and check out the other videos on this channel. And remember, when the future was cool.